All right. So I got another tutorial-ish video for you. And I've seen a lot of people, oh, how do you paint your car and all that kind of stuff. I did just put up a how-to video the other day on how to utilize trading paints to get some of the best paint schemes out there. And in that video, I mentioned that I also paint my own cars. As you could see here, aside from a couple cars like the Gen 4 and Arca car, I paint the majority of my cars just because, you know, I like having that customization of the car. One of the cars I have yet to paint, and I figured I will paint for you today, and just kind of show you the process that I go through when it comes to making a car and painting it, is going to be, you know, I was going to do the Formula Ford, but, it's a little boring. Let's do the Civic. So the way we're going to paint the car, first thing you want to do is we'll open up the car model, and we'll take a look at the car that I'm currently using. It's okay. It's a paint scheme that I just kind of slapped together. I threw my logos on it and, you know, kind of called it a day. It does its job, but it's not exactly something I'm happy with. So what you're going to want to do, first things first, if you want to paint the car, you want to have a photo, excuse me, an image editing app, whether it's Photoshop, GIMP, or any of the other like free open source kind of programs. They all work the same as long as they're able to open Photoshop documents. So in order to get the template, there are two ways you can do it. The first way is to go to this button that says Paint Car. That'll bring up the paint shop. And you want to click on this button right here that says Download Template. It just opened up on my second monitor here. But it's going to save as a zip file, and you're just going to open that one up. As you can see here, I've already had the Formula Ford one open, and this is going to open the Photoshop document. This is your template for when it comes to painting the car. Another way you can get to this template is if you head over to Trading Paints. And I will get that up on the screen in a moment. Right there. On here, obviously I went through, you can already go in, and if you're a iRacing vet, you already know Trading Paints is where you want to go. But you can also download any template for any of the cars, and they're usually pretty good at being updated as well. So what you want to do is you want to go to the Paint Cars tab, just hover over it, you don't need to click on it, and then click on the button that says Painting Templates. In here, we'll have all of the templates for every single car you could possibly need. You'll go in, you'll find it, like mine is the Honda Civic Type R. Go ahead and click on that. Opens up your folder, and the rest is history. So, now that we have the Photoshop document downloaded, we are going to zoom in. Not do that. And the first thing I do, get rid of the custom spec map folder. I personally don't really use spec maps. Everyone else does. If you want to have the chrome effect, or a matte effect, or a gloss effect, or whatever other effect you want to have, you can do that. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of it. I honestly don't fully understand how it all works, so I may not be the best with it. So we'll go into this folder here, turn off before exporting TGA. I like turning on the wireframe. This way it'll show all the different little curves and all that kind of stuff that you'll go through. Leave the mask on. If I want to see where the numbers are on the car, I can turn that one on. If I need a basic guide of where the paint scheme, or where the logos and all that kind of stuff are, I'll put that on, and the mandatory stuff I leave on, because why get rid of it? The second folder has the different decal layers. So If I want to have the Michelin Pilot Challenge logo, all the other stickers, you can turn that on and all that kind of stuff. Next are any of the color change logos, which are just little arrows on the front of the car. And the pit box, which is down there in the corner, that's what color your pit box is. Before I started this video, I actually started painting up this car. So I'm going to jump ahead a little bit and just open up that folder. Just to make my life and everyone else's lives just a little bit easier. I'm going to pull that up just so I don't have to go through and outline everything and all that. I am going to go over the steps that I took to get there. But I've already done it once and I really don't feel like doing it all over again like a third time. So bear with me 1 second as I try to get all of this open as soon as my computer wants to work for me. There. Okay. So this is the design that I came up with so far. And the way I got this all to work is I took one of the default iRacing patterns, which is this guy right here. This is the original layout that's in there. And I traced over what I wanted, got rid of what I didn't, and I made each layer for each color that I want to do. So you see I have the wood grain layer right there, which is just the wood grain. I added a blue layer on top, which I outlined all of the, looks like all of the red on the car. I outlined all of that to be blue. And all of that blue area in there, I outlined in maroon. So, with it all together, that is the base of the car. I'm not really going to go full in depth on how to do things with Photoshop because personally, I'm not the best at it either. And I'm sure you can find a just as easy result with a quick Photoshop tutorial on how to do things. My best friend here is the polygonal lasso tool, and just literally click and like leave little pin marks and then make a little circle and then fill that out as I go. So once I have all of the colors and everything like that outlined, my next step is to start throwing on logos. So I've got my podcast logo right there on the hood. Got my team logo on the roof. And one Tabletop Trio Twitch handle right there. I'm going to mirror this on the other side. So what I'm going to do here is I'll highlight that TTT layer. Going to right click. Choose duplicate. And we'll name that one PS for passenger side. Hit V to open up the move thing. And then in the corner, see how my cursor changed into a little arrow? We'll just go ahead and swoop that one around. And we can use arrows to, your arrow keys on your keyboard to fine-tune all that kind of stuff. And there we go. That has been switched over to that side of things. So now that I've got that, I want to put another sponsor logo like in the corner just in front of the wheel. I've got my folder of logos here on my second screen. As you can see, I've got a whole bunch of logos and all that kind of stuff. I am going to throw my league logo into the corner. Total Nonstop Racing. You can see it automatically created the layer right there. And we'll go ahead and shrink you down Don't need it to be super prominent or anything like that. And when I like the placement, we'll do that. We'll rename. Renaming things isn't going to be your best friend. In case you don't like what something looks like, you can always go back and see, okay, that's the layer I need to edit. We'll find it there. So we'll name this one DS TNR for driver side TNR. Again, right click, duplicate the layer, passenger side TNR. Wait till the cursor turns into the L. And so before I went and I rotated it manually. Up here with a little angle, I'll just type in 180. And we'll flip it over that way. This way, that's perfect. So that is that for that logo. I am going to put the new episodes tagline that I have on a lot of my cars. I'm going to throw that on the very front as well. So we'll hit T to create a text box. Click anywhere and put new episodes Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll make that text white. Click off of it, click back onto it. Hit V to make it a little bit bigger. This way I can read it, which that is good. Rotate that 90. Now that that's centered. I think that is going to be good right there. Now, white text on a background like that, you're going to have a real hard time seeing it. So what you're going to want to do, get back to that text, double click on the layer itself. That's going to bring up this window. Go down to stroke, and we'll see what size stroke we want to add to it. 3 is probably as big as we're going to need. So we'll put that in there, and you could do other, word art things to it, like emboss it or add a glow or something like that. Personally, I just like having a little stroke around it and calling it a day. So that's going to be right there. Next thing, I'm going to throw this logo on there. Maybe. There you are. Grab you, make you a little bit bigger. Throw this guy down right there. That is my dad's logo that he uses on everything. Duplicate. PS, built right. Do that. Again, 180. Loop it around. And perfect. And if you saw those purple bars that showed up, this version of Photoshop that I have will have it so it shows you, okay, this is lined up perfectly. So that's that. Before we go on, I do like to keep a running tab on like how everything looks. So the way to do that, first thing you want to do, turn off the red folder that says turn off before exporting TGA. We'll go up here, File. I'm just going to save the Photoshop document. And we'll do a Save As. I am going to change that into a Targa file. .tga. I already have this one saved in here. I'm just going to overwrite it, but you want to do car _ your iRacing number. That's mine. Hit save. It says, do you want to replace it? Yes, I do. I'll do 32 and compressed. I don't really fully understand this part, so I just do the best one I can. And we'll jump into iRacing, and as you can see, nothing has changed, because I have yet to go actually change it in my documents folder. So, let's do a couple of things. First, bear with me 1 second here as I try to get that all figured out. So to find the paint where the paint schemes live, you are going to want to, we'll do a double window here. First part is my Honda stuff. So we'll find that in the Honda Civic R, Tabletop Trio. This is the file that I just saved. Over here is my Documents folder. Go to Documents, iRacing. We want to go to Paint, and then find the car that we're looking for. For us, it is the Honda Civic Type R. Drag, copy, and replace that file. Now that that's in there, we'll go back into iRacing, and there is the car that we're working on. This is getting blocked by the door handle, but that's okay. That one is fine. I might move this a little bit lower just so Trio isn't blocked by the door handle. Dad's logo there looks good. I kind of know I'm going to put my YouTube channel there. This side looks good. The TNR logo looks awesome right there. The hood logo looks good too. I'm going to throw the Team Banana words right there as well. Yeah, so far I think that looks pretty darn good. So let's jump back into Photoshop. We'll have that. We'll open up my let's move that over to the other screen. And we'll get my logo stuff out again. My Banana logo from Team Banana. It's a paintball group that my buddy runs called Team Banana, where they all dress up as bananas and play paintball for the day. And it's the best thing ever. So I'll throw that on. Throw some team in there as well. Rotate you 90. Perfect. I'm also going to lower Tabletop Trio there a bit, just so the door handle's not in the way. Same with you, just a tiny bit. That should be good. Alright, so that's that. Not a whole lot I can do on the front end of the car, aside from... let's just throw my logo up here. Throw that right there under the headlight, because why not? There is a way for me to use a... aha. Do the hand, and we'll rotate our view, just to make things a little easier for me to handle. And you can do Control Plus to zoom in. And this here is the back part of the car. So I'm going to throw in the YouTube logo right there. But it's sideways. So I believe we want to have that rotate. Nope. Negative 90. Perfect. Get that smaller. Okay, there's YouTube. And we'll put my name. Have that again. Go to the angle. -90. Move that right there. Double click again. We'll add a stroke to it. Okay. And we're going to duplicate. Right there. And I think, honestly, that's all I need on the back of that car. But while we're here, I'm going to throw a logo here on the wing. Have you there. Before I do anything, actually, let's do this. I believe that's the right way that this logo needs to be. Shrink that just a little bit. Have to confirm that by hitting enter. Then throw the YouTube logo up. That one is 90 degrees. Okay, that should be good. I'll rotate that back to 0. Get our hand tool back. And Control- on the number pad to bring us back there. So that's got the logo. Let's go back up. Save it. Save as. Wait for it to finish saving before we save as. There we go. Again, a Targa file. Saving that. Do I want to replace? Yes. Off screen. We'll replace the file in the destination. Let's open up iRacing. Did not update because I didn't finish saving it yet. Let's try that again. There we go. Open that back up. So we see that got moved lower. That got moved lower as well. I might adjust the angle on that. Got my name. I might push that down just a little bit. And I don't believe I can put anything on the wing. I'm sure there's a way, but it's not showing up for me. So we'll get rid of what I put on the wing. Unless it went somewhere else and I'm just completely blind, which is also entirely possible. So, things I need to do. Adjust the angle on the driver's side for the Twitch logo. That looks fine. And get rid of what's on the wing. Perfect. Jump back in here. Turn that on for 2 seconds. Just that. Perfect. Drop you down by 4 clicks. Because why not? Okay. Get rid of those. That should be good. So we'll save. Turn that off again. Save as. Targa. Hit OK. Open up the paint booth. That looks much better. That looks much better as well. Cool. And that is how we paint the car. Now, what we're going to want to do, and before I do that, let me just make sure I have the right color. I don't like that pink color on the wheels. So we'll go back in here and we'll do that. 910558. Go down to our wheels. Oh, that is that color. Oh, it's semi-gloss, that's why. We'll do a brushed, no, matte chrome. Brushed. Yeah, we'll make that the brushed color. Why not? That actually looks pretty decent. So we'll have that saved. So now we have our car. One thing I do want to throw on real quick is my name. I'm going to throw that right above the door handle there. So, back in we go. I have to zoom in all the way here. Have that. Make that white. No, that is not what I wanted to do there. I accidentally made that red because I was in the wrong section, but that's okay. Throw that right about there. And now, because I'm a giant nerd, I am going to make that the Star Wars font or type. So that's what my name looks like in Arbesh. Again, because I'm a giant nerd, and I'm fine with that. So we'll throw that in for stroke. Add, yeah, 2 pixels look good for me. And again, also because I am a giant nerd, let's go to logos. Giant Rebel logo. Perfect. So that is saved in there. Close that folder again. File. Save. Save as. Targa. Want to replace? Yes, like always. Okay. Drag it in on my other monitor here. Replace the file. And there we go. That might actually be a little too big for me. Yeah, that's definitely too big. So we'll open that one back up. Just make that smaller. And we'll make that stroke smaller as well. There we go. Now that should be fixed. It's not PNG. Targa. There we go. That's much better. All that for something no one's really going to notice, but oh well. So we got that. Now, we're going to upload this to Trading Paints. First thing I do is I'm going to grab a screenshot of it. Right there. I'm going to save this. Sure, I'll save it there. That's where I have all my thumbnails for any of my other videos. And I'm going to open up my Trading Paints, choose Upload. We'll grab the Targa file. It's going to load up. It's going to show you what you did. It's going to open up to the community. Choose the vehicle. So this is going to be the Honda Civic Type R. Honda Civic. Okay. I don't have Trading Paints Pro, so I use the sim stamp number. Pictures, it's going to ask. We'll go, it's in my screen grabs folder. 2023. There's that. Add paint to showroom. It's going to sit there in processing, and boom, it has now been uploaded to Trading Paints. And the only thing now I have to do, race this paint, and we are now racing the paint scheme that I just created. So, as always, if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll be glad to help out. If you like what you saw and you want to see some more racing videos and racing how-tos and all that kind of stuff, I've got more videos in the channel as well. And until then, hopefully this helped you out, and hopefully this showed you around and taught you a little bit more about painting a car and how to make a custom car. So any other questions, like I said, leave a comment down below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe, that would be pretty awesome as well. And hopefully we'll see you out there on the track. Thanks for watching.